So, you want to find your own art style. How's it? And welcome back to a brand new video. And as always, my name is Papa P, and the P stands for? The P stands for paint. And in today's video, I'm gonna guide you guys into finding your own unique art style. This is one of the most difficult things you are challenged with as a creator. And fret not, I'm here to ease your stress. A lot of people believe that your art style is something that you are born with, something that you are inherently gifted. And I'm here to tell you that's a load of cock. The ability to create art is your gift, but the art style is something that you learn through repetition and a lot of self-reflection. The first step to finding your art style is simply to start. Now you might be saying, Papa P, that's the worst advice ever. And I'm here to say, no, it's not. When I say to simply start, I mean go sit down with yourself, grab a piece of paper and just create something. The chances are that you've done this many times, but this time just sit down and don't think about it. Just create. Use absolutely no reference and see what reveals itself to you. Once you've done this, try to look at your work and understand what it is that you've made. The great thing about this step is the raw expression. This is the work that came from you and nobody else. In my previous video, I spoke about how my work looked when I started and how it looks now. And the reason it looked the way when I started was because I just sat down and I created something. I sat down and I created without expectation and by surrendering to the process. And this is great advice and you should do it too. Now after you've done this, you've jotted down your work, you've created something, try and reflect and understand what it is that you've just created and what about that work you like. The next step is to steal. And not just once or twice, steal as much as you can. Great advice I can give you on this topic is to go onto Instagram, Pinterest, or whatever the kids are using these days and save works that you find interesting. Follow artists that you find inspiring and make an almost database of artists that you draw inspiration from. What I did was I just liked and followed all these artists and flooded my Instagram with all their work. Once you've done this, it's time for the most fun. Theft. Look at the artist's work that you stole and try and understand what it is that drew you towards those artists. It could be something as simple as the way that they use shadows or as complex as the way they manipulate textures. Once your mind has been completely overwhelmed by all the work and you sit and contemplate reality, it's time for the next step. Combine the work. Now this is when you actually start applying the work that you stole. Let me show you an example of how I did this. This is my base work. Without thinking of another artist, this is what I made. This is the work that I find inspiring. And this is how I stole and incorporated it into my own work. So, start looking at the work that you made in step 1. Take things that you find interesting about the art you stole and combine the two together. Chances are you will start forming something that is completely unique. Now, I must warn you, do not steal the work exactly, and if you do, always credit the work that you found inspiration from. Once you have completed these 3 steps, the next step is repetition and refinement. When I say this, I mean repeat the process of stealing. Your work should be ever evolving, and the chances are you are applying a lot of the work that you found inspirational from the other artists. And when I say refine, I mean you have found something that you enjoy making. Keep making it. Keep improving on that work. I personally found my art style 2 years ago, and the most difficult part of it was refining and bettering the art style. Getting crisper lines, getting neater line work. Refining your art style is probably something that you'll be doing for the rest of your art career, but it is really the best way to master your unique art style. So there, as easy as that. Thank you for sticking with me to the end of the video. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll try and answer as many as I can. As always, poop-diddy scoop-dee poop-dee scoop, whoop-diddy scoop, floop-dee scoop-dee poop. I did that so realistically, I think Kanye West is gonna start claiming my videos. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Much love, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. 3 videos in the span of a week. Amazing. Catch you guys next time. Bye. Thank you for sticking me